welcome back to a very, very special episode of the Josh Hall podcast. Actually unplanned. This kind of came together in the at the last minute. But I'm here with two very special friends of mine. First of all, I have Brinly Tekiele sitting next to me. Say hello, Brinly.
Hi.
Sorry. And then I have my friend Danielle Boyle sitting down the row. Say hello, Danielle.
Hello.
So these are two people that I have done a lot of music with over the years. And so Danielle's back in town. And we were like, let's get together and play some music. And then I was like, wait, what if we just record some music? And then I was like, what if we just make it a podcast episode?
Totally.
And just
Perfect.
play music and we'll see what happens.
Yes.
So this may never air, but but we're going to try this. I don't know if this has ever even been done before. I don't know if people do musical podcasts, but I think I might be onto something.
Trendsetter.
Revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
First ever.
My two cheerleaders here. Is there anything you guys would like to say right at this very moment?
Thank you.
It's an honor, Josh. Truly.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to tell you guys the podcast spiel on the podcast. Usually I say this before I hit record.
Okay.
All right, here's the deal, girls. Whatever you say can be taken out. So there's no pressure to like say all the right things. Secondly, whatever you do not say can also be taken out. And what that means is if there's dead space, if there's parts of the conversation that don't feel like a podcast, it's all good because editing is super easy and super quick. So no pressure. And the goal is to make you forget you're being recorded. And if I can make you forget you're being recorded, then we're going to have a good time. Okay?
We'll try.
All right. So let's see. We're going to sing some songs. We just sang Amazing Grace. I'm going to tune up here. Danielle, let's see. Tell us about your experience being on BJU Grass. Just give us a quick synopsis of it.
Oh my word. Where to begin? Well, it started in the beginning of 2021 and it was honestly like one of the best experiences of my life. We did so many cool things. Got to play with so many cool people. Got to meet lots of awesome people and yeah, it was great. Got to travel, see the different places together. I think the people are the best though. And so I've tried to keep in touch with as many as I can.
Yeah. We were just looking at an old picture from
my word.
First day or like that was like almost the first time we'd ever played together. So
kind of our
Danielle
debut.
and I and Abby Plew all came on to the Bluegrass team at the same time back in January of 2021, which is getting to be a long time ago now. And the first thing we ever did was some downtown show for like donors for Bob Jones or something. I don't even know what it was, but it was like it was kind of a big deal. Mm-hmm. Like it was like a big show. It wasn't like a rinky-dink show. And we had like never played music.
They're like,
ever.
how long have you sung together? We're like, a few
this is our
weeks.
first time? Yeah. But that was the beginning of that era. So,
yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Let's try Amazing Grace again. I'm going to check the levels. All right, Brinly, sing something.
Right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
Verse 2.
'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed.
Kind of solid.
Solid.
That's so fun. This is it. This is fun.
Get my water bottle.
Playing music, yeah.
Yeah, well, and like doing this whole like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just like on like a new idea.
I love it.
Idea.
I love.
Let's do let's do it again.
Okay.
But let's try 3-part harmony.
I thought about doing that,
Let's
and
see
then
if we can.
I
Let's
didn't.
let's just like all right. So let me just try a chord. We'll try it a cappella. But I'm gonna try to go.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna try to go underneath.
Okay.
Let's take it.
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Take
Let's
it up a key,
a
and I'll take alto.
Okay.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
First two. Ready? Let's do it again.
All right. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed.
I'll have a violin solo from Danielle.
Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already come. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
Then when we first begun. That was really good. That was so good.
For never having done that ever.
Yeah, so we didn't practice that
Yeah.
at all. For all those of you, all of our fans.
For
out
all
there.
of our fans out there, the thousands of you.
I don't know. This might. You never know
This
which
could go
one's
viral,
going to take
Josh.
off. That's the thing with the podcast. You just don't know which one's
could be the
going to go
one.
Facts.
viral. That's right. All right. So let's see, Brinly. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about
Oh,
your experience traveling on a team?
which team?
Well, like I
Or
mean,
just like in.
so Danielle and I
as all
came
the
in at the
things?
same time, and then you came in quite a bit later.
Yeah.
But like,
Just my experience.
talk about your life as a traveling musician.
Oh.
Let's talk about that. Let's
Wait.
discuss that a little bit. Like, tell us your experience, and then we'll jump off.
Okay,
from there.
well, I was on BJU Grass for like a semester, and at that point Danielle wasn't on the team, but Josh was.
Danielle had graduated and moved on
Yes,
to
yes,
bigger
yes,
and better
yes.
things.
Not sure
Better
about that,
things.
but you know.
And from there, that's how I got connected with traveling on the Pettit team.
Wait, you were on the Pettit team?
Shut up, Josh.
Just kidding.
Anyways, so yeah, I traveled with them for a year. I took a gap year off of school. I was at Bob Jones, and so I took a gap year, traveled with them, and now I'm back at Bob Jones. And so my time traveling with them was like a school year timeline, so it was like August to May.
I'll give you a nice background music here.
Oh wow, thank you. It's gonna distract me. Wait, I can't think. My experience, I really, really loved it. I always tell people, like, if you have the opportunity to travel, you definitely should, because you're probably never gonna get that opportunity again. And it stretches you a lot, and it grows you in so many ways, and it just kind of forces you to grow up in a lot of ways. There were just a lot of times when I really just kind of had to be slapped on the face and be like, Brinly, like, you need to work on this and this. And it was so good for me, because being in that environment and being with the same people all day, every day, doing concert after concert, you guys are exhausted, and everyone, when you're tired, you get a little grumpy, maybe you get a little annoyed. And so you learn a lot about how to live with people, how to work with people, and really my communication skills went up significantly, because the church is constantly talking to new people. And
it's so many people. It's just
so
like, it's people all the time.
Yes.
So, like, Danielle, you traveled with two teams. So you traveled with the Pettit team, and then you went with the Coffees.
Yes, yeah.
So, like, I guess what I'm getting at here is, like, for somebody who wonders what the life of a traveling musician is like, and who has never done it before, since all three of us have experience with that, and it's something a lot of people want to do, then, what should you realistically expect?
I think on that note of expectations, sometimes when you go on, you're like, oh, it's all going to be amazing. Everyone's going to get along. And that most likely is not going to be the case, because it's people that you're working with. But
people are people.
But so I think going in with too high expectations, like there's a side to, like, I do not want to be setting up something at 11 o'clock, and that, that happens. And so there's a lot of, like, grace that you can give to, your teammates. And it was such a learning experience, I think.
Yeah.
And you grow. It's like, I've heard people say, like, you grow when you come to college, but then you, like, travel, and it's like exponential growth.
Insane.
It's like on another level.
Yeah.
And so that can be really hard at some points, but it's so
and
sweet.
like, if you're like, I'll say it this way, if you're like a selfish person, like, then you're gonna have a really hard time, because you're
constantly having to sacrifice pretty much everything that you want to do at any moment,
right?
To be like, no, this is our mission. It's right, like, now. Like,
you're either traveling, or you're like setting up, or you're tearing down, or you're talking to people who, like, you've talked to 50,000 people that day, and they
having the same conversation with all of them.
For them, it's the first one,
right?
So it's a lot of giving, even though you're getting a lot too. I mean, and you get to perform and you get to do things you love and stuff. Yeah. So you're getting a lot, but you're also, like, you are giving a lot, and it's exhausting.
Yeah, I think
it's also
on
worth it.
Coffee Team, there was, like, a phrase that we sometimes used to say. It was like, die to self, like DTS, like, this is a DTS moment or whatever. Yeah. And there's a lot of those. And so I think it's a really great preparation for just life, and, like, learning how to, get along with people and treat them as Christ would treat them.
Definitely. It's definitely a good people learning thing.
Yeah. And I also will say, like, traveling on a team and, like, being around the same people sometimes is, like, difficult, but at least in my experience, and I'm sure in your experience too, like, you'll come out of that and those people will be the closest friends that you've ever had, ever. And
it's like a trauma bond.
It's like, you just know each other so incredibly well, and you've seen each other at your highest and your lowest, and you've had to be there for each other, and that just bonds you in a way that I've never had friendships like that in my life. And that was a huge blessing that came out of
you can't just have surface level friendships.
No, and that's something that's been hard coming back to school.
It's true, actually.
Is, like, there's a lot of surface level friendships, and that's good. It's kind of the way it is with college in general, but that's been very difficult, because coming off of having some of, like, the deepest friendships I've ever had to going back to very, very surface level, like, basic small talk conversation has been a really difficult adjustment.
Yeah, I even feel like coming, like, out of college and just, different situations, you're like, man, it was so cool. Like, on team, we were doing, like, devotions. Well, Coffee Team, we were doing, like, devotions every single week, and, having these great discussions, and just really, I don't know, yeah, like you're saying, getting to know people on a super deep level, and it's so encouraging. But yeah, so it is a blessing.
It is.
It's a lot of work, but it's totally
It's so worth it. It really is.
The coffees are not traveling now, right?
No, they aren't.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I
So
feel like
sad.
the team thing is kind of like fading off the scene.
Yeah.
Like in the Bob Jones circle. But let's
Yeah.
try something. Let's sing a song. Let's try
Oh boy.
the one we were talking about a minute ago. I'm not my own.
I'm not my own.
I love that song.
What key are we gonna try this in? So this is.
Should we do it?
So
in the
I
key
just in
it's
case
written?
that there's like a copyright issue. This is "I'm Not My Own," written by Sky Peterson, I think.
Yep.
And the Gettys.
And the Gettys.
Yes.
Let's try it in.
I think it's an A. Is that what you said, Danielle?
Yeah, I think so.
I have a headache. Goodness.
It is 8:53 p.m. on March the 16th, 2025.
Sunday night.
So if we do it in A, it's something like this.
Yeah. Wait, just do a little slower. Wait.
Can you sing that low?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, let's do the verse, then we'll do like a interlude,
Okay.
and then we'll do verse 2, and then we'll sing the chorus after
Oh
verse
boy.
Oh, okay, very cool.
Okay, so go on to verse 2. All right. Is this the right chords?
2. Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start over again.
Let's
Here we
do
go.
The one who made the heavens made my heart and soul. Before I drew a breath, I was loved and known. I am his creation, a maker's masterpiece, and all that he designs will be done in me. My body is a temple of the living God. I'll worship in this house that his blood has bought. As I bear his image, oh may I not profane the holiness I hold in this earthly frame. I belong to the Lord, oh I am not my own. I belong to the Lord, I am not my own. I will honor him, for this I know. I belong to the Lord, I am not my own. And if he has redeemed me, I am not my own. The measure of my worth is his love alone. He declares my standing and he declares my state. So I will know myself by the name he gave. I belong to the Lord, oh I am not my own. I belong to the Lord, I am not my own. I will honor him, for this I know. I belong to the Lord, I am not my
Oh, we were going,
end.
we were going so well. Oh, it's so good though.
We had some
Good
good
work.
moments, I think.
Yes,
there
We
were
had
good
some
moments.
moments.
There were moments of yeah. Okay.
This is pretty good for
Moments of
having
greatness.
never played that together.
Yeah,
in
all
our
of
lives.
this is never done before.
Yeah.
So
This is actually kind
The
of fun.
bear with us.
Danielle, we need to try
Ooh,
St. Anne's Real.
we should.
All right, so this is an old song that we used to play together on the bluegrass team, except I was on the bass, so we're gonna see how this goes.
All this bum bum bum.
Brinly will be the bass.
I can just play the bass on my guitar.
Are we doing the
Did you know
slow
that?
part?
Did you know
I'll do the
that
guitar.
the notes of the bass are the same as the bottom 4 strings of the guitar?
They're fourth
I
apart or
think
something?
Did you,
you
like they're all the same.
said that
so
before.
like if you can play, like at one point I was practicing before I had a bass. I was like practicing the bass on the guitar that I owned. Anyways, little tidbit of information
Before
there.
Bertha?
Before Big Bertha. Yeah, Big Bertha. Well, I haven't thought about that in a while.
Ah,
So
yes.
Big Bertha was the first bass that I played on the team, and it was actually belonged to the orchestra at Bob Jones.
Oh.
And did you know that?
I'm not sure I knew that. I probably did at one
And-
point.
well, where else are we gonna get a bass from? So we like had to give it back to them sometimes when they were like having like their concerts. So we would like lug. It was a full size K acoustic bass, and I lugged that thing. I would lug it like to my room. I can't even believe I did that. Or I would like,
Wild.
and I would just walk around campus with like this massive bass slung over my shoulder. But that's what I first before we got the electric stand up NS design. So. Which became the classic, but Bertha. Okay, yeah, Bertha. So it was called Bertha because, what happened, Danielle? Do you remember what happened? Do you remember what I said in that service? Do you remember
Is
this?
this the Caleb Rollins thing?
No. This is like, okay. So we at some point I named it. This is Big Bertha,
Okay.
and then, do you remember? I think we were at Carrie Schmidt's church in, Connecticut, the first time, and.
Okay.
And Pettit at that point was having everybody introduce themselves, which I don't think he ever did that again as long as I've known him.
Yes.
Because like since this time, I think I made him
He has
stop.
trauma. He has PTSD.
Because and I didn't even say anything bad, but he like had me introduce myself, and I was like, my name is Josh Hall. I'm from Lodi, Illinois, and this is the love of my life, Big Bertha. Which I did say in front of the church, and it got a laugh. But literally, we never were allowed. Like, he never said anything about it. But like, he never had us introduce ourselves ever again after that day. Did he ever have you guys like introduce yourselves?
He always spoke for us.
Yeah. So like,
Well, sometimes that got wild too towards the end.
yeah,
The stuff he'd say.
The
Dr.
stuff he would
Pettit.
say.
We
I
love
love
Steve
Dr. Pettit.
He was a great man.
Yes.
I was speaking with him today. Okay, I gotta get him on the
Yeah,
podcast
you
at
do.
some point.
Have him bring his mandolin.
Ooh, that would be interesting. I'll have to think about that. I don't know if that's a good idea. You don't think that's a good idea?
I think that'd be really entertaining.
That'd be
I think that's a wonderful idea.
hilariously entertaining.
Okay.
All right, let's try and play Stand Israel. I don't know.
Are we doing the slow part first?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna play with you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that goes.
I actually don't remember this part, how I played it.
That's right. No. Start over. Do the first part. Like, start over the B section again. Tune up. Go ahead and tune up. All right, that's a preview of the song we're about to play. Do you remember this one?
I don't think I've heard it.
You're in for a treat.
This is not the best version, but
Are you good? Are you in tune?
I think so.
All right, you want to go a little slower to start, and then we'll pick it up like we used to with Carson? Okay. Why don't you just start, and I'll come with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
2, 3.
Well, I haven't played that fast in a long time.
That was great.
That's so
That's
fun.
That was fun.
That was like the favorite song for me.
Really?
For a long time. Yeah, I love doing that.
Actually, that's a great question. What's
Ooh,
everybody's favorite?
Yeah.
BG
That's what
Grass
we could
song?
do. We could
BG
pull out some of
Grass
the old
song?
favorites that we could all do together.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I love playing Salt Creek.
Ooh, my.
That was a fun one. Oh, Back Up and Push was also super fun.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I can play that on the guitar.
Also, I loved Kentucky Borderline. That was just so fun, but
We
we're not
cannot
going to
do
do that here. But you asked a favorite song.
We're not doing that in here. That would be a shame to the old
Did you sing
ways.
that, Brinly, on TV?
Yeah.
That I did.
Yeah. Well, and
That was
like,
a fun one.
we could do like, what's a slower one you like, Danielle? Because I feel like we're going to be better with slower songs in
Oh,
here.
I'm asking you. I
Well, we
really
could try
Oh,
that.
I love that
You want
one.
to try to do that?
Yeah. Do you know it?
Can you pull up the chords for it just to see?
It's
this
an
is
A,
called
right?
the
Oh, it has been
BG
a
Grass
minute.
Throwback podcast. Throwback.
Robot.
All
right.
We could get
I'm
everybody on this.
asking you. Who's it by?
Oh, yeah, there was a...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like Jesus. Wait. Is that how high it was? Jesus, I am thankful.
And we
Is
could
that
do
really
3
that high?
parts, probably. Vocals?
Maybe.
Do you want to try the chorus real quick?
All you'd have me be with a humble voice. Can we
Is that
lower it?
too deep?
Wait, what happens if we do C? Does it sound
Let's just
terrible?
try. Let's just try.
Jesus, I am thankful for all you've given me, and I'm asking for your help, Lord, to be all you'd have me be. With a humble voice I cry out from a world filled with pain. Please help me see the sunshine and look beyond the rain. I'm asking you, 'cause you know how to heal a heart and clear the doubt.
Sorry. All right, I gotta figure out the chorus chords here. That's beautiful though. Do the chorus again.
Okay.
I'm asking. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm asking you, 'cause you know how to heal the heart and clear the doubt. You can take away the hurt and make it all work out. I'm asking you, 'cause you know how. and take away the hurt and make it all work out. I'm asking you, 'cause you know how.
Pretty good.
That was good.
Good work, guys.
I love that
Pulled that out of the
song.
recesses of my memory.
That was good. Good job remembering.
Audrey used to sing that. Audrey Aaron.
Audrey sang that so beautifully.
Yes, she did.
I miss her voice.
Yep.
It was so like pure.
Yep, Audrey.
clear.
If this ever makes its way to you, we
We
miss
miss
you.
you, Audrey.
Wow, what a great song.
So good.
So many good throwbacks. What about you? What's your
My favorite one to listen to from BG Grass was Harlan.
yeah?
Yeah, that
Never
one
leave-
was
never
so
leave Harlan alive.
good. And I like to sing Traveling Soldier.
Oh, we could do that one.
That song makes me cry.
Yeah, I think we could do that one.
Okay,
Every time I play that on the campfire,
starts crying.
Danielle may
It's a
start
sad
crying.
song.
Warning to
It's
all
so sad.
listeners.
Is it
All right.
recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're live. Just don't even worry about it. Just pretend like we're not even on. Everybody changes when they know they're on.
I know.
When the mics are on. All right, same thing. Same harmonies. We'll try it, and then we get to the chorus.
Sure.
Let's just see
Wing
what
it.
happens.
Alright.
Do you have like a solo in this anywhere?
I was trying to remember.
I don't.
Is there a fiddle break of some sort? There might be a tiny.
I think
tiny
there's one before like the last verse, right? Is that right? I don't know.
Well, let's just.
Ah. Ooh,
Uh,
I'm about to be reaching
gonna
for
be
these notes.
I'm just gonna give you that, okay?
Oh. Wait. 2 days past 18, he was waiting for the. That's too slow. Sorry.
So,
Hold on. 2 days past 18, he was waiting for the bus in his army green. Sat down at a booth in a cafe there, gave his order to a girl with a bow in her hair. He's a little shy, so she gave him a smile, and he said, would you mind sitting down for a while and talking to me? I'm feeling a little alone. He said, I'm off in an hour and I know where we can go. So they went down and they sat on a pier. He said, I bet you got a boyfriend, but I don't care. I've got no one to send a letter to. And would you mind if I send one back here to you? And I cried, never gonna hold ball game. The Lord's Prayer said and the anthem rang. No. Wait. Wait.
But nobody really
Anthem
cared.
rang. No.
Or something?
Something. Lord's Prayer said and the anthem rang.
And
A man said, folks, would you bow your head for the list of the local Vietnam dead?
And she's under the stands. Yeah.
Crying all alone under the stands was a piccolo player in the marching band, and one name read, and nobody really cared. But a pretty little girl with a bow in her hair. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone when the letters said the soldier's coming home. Oof. Not good.
Oh, it was
I
so
could not
good.
breathe. I
You
could not
you
catch
did
my
just
breath.
fine.
I accidentally said anything wrong.
Couldn't
harmonies,
breathe.
but it's okay.
That song is really hard to sing slow because there's like not a
Yeah.
good time to ever take a breath.
And you kind of like run out of. you
I ran
of
out
air.
of steam.
I have not played
Well-
that in a long time, but I was remembering everything I did on the bass for that song.
Really?
Like,
Wow.
as I was playing, I was like, oh, this
Everything.
is where I did that little like, because I kind of got my rhythm down with that one. Like I kind of got like my process down with that one so well. Like I was like, oh yeah, this is where this part is. And I
That's so
couldn't do
cool.
it on the guitar because I was just playing it on.
I think the last time I played that song might have been 2022 at the Ark Encounter.
Wow.
And I just remember that
Good
like
old Ark Encounter.
Yeah, we went on a different trip than you did.
Yeah, I was not there with
Yeah.
you. Weren't sorry.
Oh,
you
I
weren't
was-
there, were you? No, because Joe took your place. Because you were somewhere.
My brother was getting married.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and all that stuff. So let's do one more and then we'll be done.
one of my favorites that Brinly does is "I Shall Not Want."
Oh no.
Let's do that. Let's do that one.
Oh,
That's
no.
a good one to do.
Okay.
Keys
All right.
A? No.
From a love of my own comfort, and from a fear of having nothing, from a life of worldly passions, deliver me, oh God, from a need to be understood, from a need to be accepted, from a fear of being lonely. Deliver me, oh God. Deliver me, oh God. And I shall not want, no, I shall not want. When I taste your goodness, I shall not want. No, I shall not want. No, I shall not want. When I taste your goodness, I shall not want. Send it there.
That was good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Again,
I love that song.
For not practicing at all, that was solid.
When do you do one of these
That
recordings when we do
is-
practice?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, so that they sound good, better. We know what we're
I
doing.
see what you're saying. Like actually record something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe we will. That was I Shall Not Want by who wrote that song?
Audrey Assad.
Audrey Assad.
Mm-hmm.
That was Brinley's first.
My like initiation song.
Yeah.
Was
I
that
guess.
your tryout?
No, my tryout, I don't even know what I did. Well, when I tried out, I didn't even say yes to joining the team.
That's right.
I was like, no, thank you. I got freaked out. And then
Yeah, so
that
that was my first
semester went
impression of Brinley was her showing up and with
Savannah.
Yep.
And Savannah was so excited.
And
And she was like, yes, I'm doing this. And I was like,
Brinley just like sat in the corner and was like looking around. And then later we heard, yeah, she didn't want to do it. And I was like, oh, I guess we scared her to death.
I don't know.
She
I
got
felt
back.
so weird about it. But it ended up working out good. It was good.
It didn't work out in the end. As it always does. It's my life motto.
It all works out in the
It all
end.
works out in the end. Anyways.
Amen.
All right, well, anything else you girls would like to say? This has been a very
This
interesting
is-
episode.
Yeah.
I am
Interesting.
curious how this is going to turn out.
We'll see if it airs.
We'll
See if it
ends
makes
up
it.
on the air. I might have to
Yeah.
wait till the summer to like work through all this.
Oh.
We're an hour. We're only an hour in.
Oh.
Okay.
That's not bad. You've had podcasts that are well over an hour.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
like
hour
a good
20,
like
hour
yeah.
24.
To be exact.
Hour 24.
Right.
Danielle, what would you like to share with the listeners? Give us some wisdom
Oh,
from your life
boy.
experience thus far.
Wisdom from life experience. I would say one thing that I'm like learning is the importance of community and relationships, and just how if we are to thrive spiritually, it has to be alongside believers and ideally the church, and how important the church is to spiritual growth and just to life.
Yeah.
And surviving. And I think that there's like some things in life are really hard, like just some different situations that like have happened to different people that are really close to me. Like life is really, really hard. And so just keeping grounded in truth and our purpose and identity in Christ.
What do you say to someone who doesn't have community that they want and is in those in-between stages in life? Because I know you spend a lot of time there, and I know I spend a lot of time there, and I think a lot of college students spend a lot of time, and especially life after college. So like a lot of us are headed towards that stage and hopeful, you know, for the future, but also like I think that those can be hard years from what I've heard. So like what do you say to people who are headed into those years after school? Like,
Oh, okay.
does that make sense?
Yeah, I think intentionality is big because when you're at college, it's easy to be like, oh, let's grab dinner or whatever, and everyone's like on a walkable community. But after college, you don't live with your friends necessarily, and so I think intentionality with those friends that you do want to keep from college, like if you still want to be friends with them, you're gonna have to like put work and time into that, and those have, I think, been some of my sweetest friendships, the ones that I've continued from college. I think it's really sweet to be able to go through, you know, that stage of life together, and then to have that foundation. And so keep up with those for sure. But then also I think it's important to like invest in like local community as well. But yeah, I think intentionality is huge. And that's something I've been trying to think about more. As I graduated, I started thinking about like the habits that I was forming. And I kind of just thought about, you know, if I do everything I did for this past week, what would my life look in 5 years? And that was
That's very question. Wow.
a really good check because it didn't look good. And so I was like, wow, like, especially like, I don't know, something for me is just phone usage of like looking at that and like, I need to prioritize people, I need to prioritize God, and like, I feel like what he's called me to do, just the different gifts, like music, art, anything like that, like, instead of just wasting my time, I
Right.
really need to pour back into those things.
Well, it's so good because, like, I mean, everybody's like, well, in 5 years, I expect to be this and this and this.
But like, what are you doing to
But,
get
like,
there?
But, like, yeah, what are you doing? And, like, how much time do you spend on your phone?
Yeah.
And, like, are you going to, 5 years from now, are you going to look back and be like, wow, I have done nothing, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, your life will progress, but...
Maybe in the wrong direction.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
And if you don't, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? One of the greatest quotes of all time. So.
Yeah, and one thing that helped me with that is I put screen time on like the front of my phone. So like when I open it up, it'll show me how much time I'm spending. That has been super.
Is it like a little widget thing that you can put?
Yep.
I'm gonna do that this moment.
Changing Brinley's life.
Yeah, as we speak.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes.
Screen time.
That's really good.
Yes.
What about you, Miss Brinley? Do you have anything you'd like to share with
Some wisdom.
some wisdom that you've learned?
Well, I think similar to Danielle, realizing the importance of community, this coming back to school after having been gone for a year has been a lot harder than I thought it would be. When I first came back, I was super excited, and I was really excited to be coming back into something that I was already so familiar with, because for that past year, that was all brand new to me. And even this past summer, I worked at the Wilds, which is something I'd never done before too. So just like a lot of like very new situations. And so I was like, all right, I'm coming back. I have a whole like network of people here, and I am like involved, and I just like I know what I'm doing, and I'm in charge of my schedule. And I was like, this is great. But it's just college life looks a lot different than it did, because I've changed a lot. I've matured and grown in a lot of ways. And just people-wise, there's people that aren't here anymore, and there's new people that I don't know. And so that was really different and a big adjustment. And so this past year, it's been hard for me not to kind of self-isolate a little more and just kind of get this tunnel vision of like, all right, I'm just trying to get through, and I'm just going to graduate, and like I'm just going to fill up my days as much as I possibly can and work as much as I possibly can and just keep myself busy to just make the time go faster, and not really taking into consideration that like God has me here at this time for a purpose around the people that are here, and I can have an influence on them. And just college is a very unique time of your life, and you have, I think a lot of people don't realize that you have so many opportunities now that you're never going to have again. And we really take that for granted. And so I'm really trying to have that perspective in these last like 7 weeks before I graduate.
Well, it is like so easy.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this a lot recently. It is so easy to live in the future.
That is all that I am someone. Dr. Pettit used to talk to me about that all the time.
Really?
Like, Brinly, you live in your head and you are always thinking about the future. And he was like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah. And I don't know if you're that way as much, Danielle.
I think I am.
I think you are.
I think I am in some ways, because I always have these dreams and aspirations,
right.
And like I'm always kind of shooting towards them, and then if they don't happen, then it's almost like this gap of like my expectation and reality. Right.
Well, yeah, and I'm that way so much too, where it's like I have somewhere I want to get to, and I'm trying to get there, and like my life isn't exactly the way I want it, so I'm just always living like for the next things that are coming or whatever, and that's great, and like there's nothing wrong with that, but it's very easy to just life just passes you by, and like and then it's like you look back and you're like, oh man, like those were such good times, and I just kind of lost them because I was so worried about the future. And so like learning to take even just like a breath and like a moment and just be like, I'm really thankful for this moment right now, and I don't have everything
thinking
I
about
want,
what you're thankful for is huge. And that's something that I was counseled to start doing. And it's been so like it just changes your whole outlook on every little moment of your day and every person that you come in contact with, and like even in your classes, and just like I get to be here at this college around these people, around these friends, with this professors, learning this thing
for this time.
And it's like how cool is that? How blessed am I? And if
it's good now, if you can be thankful and happy with what you have now, then you can be thankful and happy later.
Yeah.
Which is often what you're worried about. It's like, am I going to be like happy when I'm like 37? And it's like, well, if you can be happy now, then you'll be able to be happy.
Yeah. And the Lord knows our needs. He knows our desires. And one of my favorite verses, I forget the exact reference, but it's like the Lord takes care of even the sparrows. So why would you think that he's not going to take care of you and know your needs? And that is such a cool, that's so cool. Like, God is cool.
It reminds me of like Dr. Pettit's message, the hairs on your head message.
Yes.
That we heard so many times. That was so impactful.
Is it the never, 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 never one?
No, that's a different
Matthew
one.
10?
No, hairs on your head was like.
Oh, yes.
Was like the main one.
But
I forgot about that. How like it was like, oh yeah, another thing about traveling life. If you travel with an evangelist,
nicknames for all the sermons.
They will preach the same sermons week after week, and you have to listen to them every time.
Yeah.
And not zoning out is a challenge. Yeah. Anyways,
that's a whole
many
other
memories.
thing.
Danielle, you brought a bunch of memories back in my head that I haven't had in a long time.
You're welcome.
But anyways, well, thanks guys. I actually have one more song I want to do.
Oh no.
Can we do Edelweiss?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, what key should we do it in? Your battery's running low on your computer.
Oh, yeah. All right, we gotta hurry up before my computer dies.
All right. And I've got to go get to bed.
What time is it?
It's 10, almost.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
C?
Edelweiss.
F.
How is that a bad key?
Every
F, it's fine for me.
You agree. Okay. Blossom, snow, may you bloom and grow forever. I could go a little high, maybe.
Let's try it.
If that's.
You can try it. Can you play it?
Yeah.
All right. Let me put my lyrics
This is
up.
called making it up as you go.
Hold on. That was so pretty.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
I'm good. Ooh. Okay.
Aww.
Well, that was a good ending.
Yay.
I love you guys.
Love you, Josh.
You're the best. Okay.
No, you're the
Miss
best.
you
That's
so
all.
much.
It's all for you today, folks. So we'll do this again sometime, and we will. Maybe we'll like actually record one day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would
Let's
love
do it.
to.
But
Let me
When
know.
Danielle moves here
I
and
think
you don't
we
move
have
away.
something.
I think we do.
I think we have something.
We have Beat You Grass 2.0.
No, we're
I
gonna call
don't
it
do the
something
grass,
different.
unfortunately.
All right, that's all for now.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye.